Video was made with consultation from an ecologist. The opening starts with what's supposed to be a reflection in water, but how can we see a straight horizon in a reflection while looking parallel to the water's surface? And how did I never notice this before? Animators' favorite trope, depicting electricity as some kind of beam that moves along the wire at hamster speed rather than 300,000 kilometers per second. I don't know why Mabel installed a spring mechanism in her backpack. I understand how the frog flew out, but this guinea pig just launches out doing a somersault. In the sprinkler, there's a red glass bulb that should be filled with liquid, but it's empty inside.
What'd they book you for this time?
Late autumn, but ducklings have just hatched. Ducklings hatch primarily in spring so they can grow by autumn and be ready for migration. A whole flock of Cialia and all males, because females have predominantly grey plumage. For a normal platinum dam, they use 20 packs of dynamite with 3 sticks each. They seem to want to blow up not the dam itself, but Mabel when she runs over. Besides, it'd be easier to just dismantle the dam than to blow it up. This is dangerous seismic activity right next to a bridge construction site.
Oh!
Frogs, fish, just the perfect place to calm down and... Oh, these pants look comfy. So, what do you say?
Come again?
Grandpa spent a whole day seriously talking with an unknown person, telling him what and how to do around the house, only for us to find out at the end that he actually couldn't hear anything.
Connecting Beaverton to itself. Almost as much as I love Beaverton. It's why the state gave us permission to build.
It's very strange to see an entire highway completely built, yet to finish the last piece requires a separate permit, separately allocated time, and a separate advertising campaign for the mayor election, as if each mayor built their own piece separately. And what kind of road is this anyway? People will just drive in circles? There's not even an exit from the highway. It's like it appeared from the back rooms. Doc wrote 10.5, then turned around and is already standing one step away from that number.
I'm in the middle of class.
Sup, Mabel? I rewatched this scene 55 times, observing each student. Yes, there are exactly 55 of them, and none of them opened their mouths when someone yelled, "Hey, Mabel!" Looks like someone from the back rooms shouted that.
They left after the resident beaver moved out. You can't save that place. Only a beaver can. The keystone species. Soon you've got a pond
Full of animals, of course!
It's strange that a biologist didn't understand the obvious inconsistency in animal behavior. The dam is standing, the pond is there. Why would all the animals leave before the dam explosion? Just because one beaver left its lodge? The other animals couldn't care less.
Frogs, fish, cute duck family. All the other animals will come back.
In Dr. Sam's personal office, there are separate magnets that Mabel has nothing to do with. However, the fish photo is exactly the same as the one in Mabel's phone. There's no logic here other than the animators being too lazy to add different stock fish images for different scenes.
More opportunity, sweetie, if you come with us.
Mom, I'm not...
Although I'm not a professional animator or editor, I can definitely say that for a light transition, they almost never use the lightning blend mode. Usually, they just take white color, like this.
More opportunity, sweetie, if you come with us.
And this flash on the long shot is used very rarely, almost never, because it literally burns viewers' eyes in a dark cinema.
One beaver can save the glade!
Theoretically, yes.
Gotta go find a beaver. One beaver. Just gotta get one beaver. It worked! No, come back!
Plot hole. Just moments ago, Doc was talking about Mabel's obsession with that glade.
This obsession with the glade is ruining your life.
Just now, the professor accidentally gave her the idea to bring beavers back to build the dam. It's super hyper obvious that Mabel would immediately run to the glade to look for beavers. And what does Doc do? She shows up at that very glade in beaver form, sniffs the obvious bait from a girl obsessed with that glade, and goes about her business, not even thinking that Mabel sees all this. That glade is the last place Doc should go in a robot body, even without considering their recent conversation. But the screenwriters needed some way to make Mabel and the robot collide, so what can you do? If the slope is steep enough, on a skateboard you could catch up to a car. I've tested it. No, seriously, my city has lots of slopes and I used to skateboard. However, in a flat city, catching up to a van is 100% forget it. First, why was Doc resisting? Second, why did Nisha lift the robot if Doc could have just stood on the panel herself? 3D printers are very noisy. Strange that while Mabel was hiding, she didn't hear anything.
What is this? First, tell me what this is.
Okay. Use a proprietary mind casting apparatus to hop.
We put this into this.
Yes. This into this.
This into this. This into this. This.
I often talk about the importance of conveying information to the youngest viewers by simplifying exposition. However, this should be within the bounds of logic in the story itself. Right now, it looks like Doc and Nisha are making Mabel out to be backward.
You are enrolled in.
Notwithstanding your repeated absences.
Why would you make this?
Why would we tell you?
Nisha, it's okay.
How did he get a little crown?
That's your question?
No problem with studios wanting to push ethnic diversity. However, Pixar contradicts itself by creating the same cookie-cutter image for ethnic Indian women. I don't know what this trend is of turning them into boring, pretentious bitches with furrowed brows. In Hoppers, turning red, the same Velma. Even in The Devil Wears Prada 2, there was exactly the same image. Ethnic diversity should aim to eradicate stereotypes, but they're actually reinforcing them. This image of the Indian nerd girl hasn't even had time to settle and form, but I'm already sick of it.
Until one day, I had an idea.
Dr. Sam supposedly came up with the idea of disguising as animals, although this has existed for decades.
Sorry, Doc. I'll bring it right back.
This is in. Keep her on the door. Grab her! Get back here!
Dr. Sam?
Mabel, you are not getting away. Stop! She found the button.
Plot hole. Even plot holes plural. No viewer will believe that a pilot can just turn off their GPS, and I'll never believe that the base can't deactivate the robot remotely. At least just turn off movement access. Second, the beaver just returned from another excursion. The battery should be partially drained, and Mabel will be hanging out with the animals for countless more days. Not to mention that batteries with such capacity simply can't exist. A Boston Dynamics robot dog jumps and runs, its charge lasts an hour and a half at most, but Mabel managed to start a revolt in the animal world, and the cherry on top, no control panel. The pilot must be able to see their robot's charge level, but there's no interface, only the function to disconnect from the base.
Yes.
Quiet down, food. My kids need to eat.
A real beaver is a very large animal. An owl couldn't lift it, let alone a robot. All beavers in the cartoon are compressed to the size of a domestic cat. The robot simply transmits human consciousness back and forth. No mechanical damage can affect the brain. Mabel couldn't have passed out from a fall. And don't tell me she discharged and was charging from the sun. Under leaves? Without a solar panel?
And they were in the same den.
No. Hey.
What a bass voice on a dragonfly. It should at most squeak.
Others, are we vibing? Is this branch taken?
I understand you. Squirrel!
Yeah?
Hello! Hi! You're a deer. What's up?
Mabel understands animal language. This is a discovery on the level of 5 Nobel Prizes, and Dr. Sam at the end of the movie will get, at best, fired from the university and a pack of gum.
Have you checked the stream?
Where's the, Thank you!
What's that?
It's an arrow, Ted.
The spider knows what an arrow is, even though its ancestors didn't hunt with spears and arrows, and they shouldn't understand riding either.
Okay.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Wait, what?
Pond rules.
I mean, she's gotta eat someone.
The pond rules are thought out worse than 4th grade boys' street code. This is part of the plot, okay? But nature's delicate balance relies on natural selection, not agreements like, well, if you want to eat, eat. The prey should die in a predator's mouth only if it wasn't fast or stealthy enough. By the pond rules, this pond would have died out long ago.
You there?
Mabel!
Keep her on the line.
Mabel! Hide back here!
I know. I will, okay?
What?
What's this 12-minute and 30-second timer? Mabel made contact exactly 1 minute ago, but in the beaver body it's been about 8 hours.
Look at all those species.
Later they'll say that George is the king of mammals, but here we have reptiles, fish, birds, even insects. Maybe then each is king of their own domain.
Yeah, get those little legs moving. And one, and two.
Most of the animals present here don't have musical hearing. They simply can't recognize rhythm and notes.
You too, Fran. Tom, Laquan, Rosie, Tasha, Kat, Matt, Tomba, Tamara, Prudence, Maddie.
All the animals have American names, yet according to the cartoon's canon, they don't understand human language and writing.
I'm married to the job. And not to mention, I'm way too old for you.
Human relationship norms don't work in the animal world. If an individual is sexually mature, that's enough. They don't look at age.
No,
You're not
just
the first,
stop.
and you
No,
won't be
no,
the
no,
last.
no, no. Ew,
I don't know
ew.
if it's
George determined the sex of his relative by voice, not by smell and markings. After all, Mabel's robot doesn't carry the scent of secretion, only dirt and metal.
well, that place. It's too loud.
What do you mean?
Or like a ring, 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 ring.
It's a walk, walk.
Mabel, do you not know about the? Oh, there it is. Oh, you hear that?
There's no universal frequency that will scare all animals at once. You'd need a device that works alternately on different frequencies for a whole bunch of species, which is expensive and wasteful. Plus, the ecologist claims that animals quickly get used to even such noises and return to their environment. The speakers will only scare them temporarily, but the return is inevitable.
Huh?
Sound of a diving airplane, yet it's just a heron robot.
We're beavers, Mabel. It's the party.
Beavers don't live in huge colonies, only in pairs with a couple of kids. Beavers don't use such large stones when building dams. They use large fallen trees, fresh trees, silt, and small rocks. The foundation is trees, not huge boulders. I can totally see Mabel making arrangements in advance. I'll put a piece of crap here and you catch me. And everyone answered yes in unison without even rehearsing.
The noise is gone.
Happy to be home? Yeah. Hey, Dave. Oh, hey, Bill.
Just one Christmas tree with speakers, a small area. The forests have plenty of animals, yet they act like half of Brazil was lost. Most animals would simply go deeper somewhere or die in predators' mouths rather than set up a commune.
Huh, it's like we never left.
Childless birds don't sleep in nests. That's not their home. Nests are used only for eggs and chicks. Childless birds sleep simply on branches, in crevices, etc. These birds have no reason to return to a nest in the middle of autumn.
Yeah, what is it?
What?
In this frame, there's a rendering error on Jerry's lip, and overall, the visual style of Hoppers looks at a good enough level. Trying to create their own cool style, Pixar, apparently under Disney's control, didn't dare to make something cooler and bolder like Sony and DreamWorks do. It's watchable, the animals look cool, but the humans are just terrible. I mean, what is this? Even in the Grubhub commercial, the people look better. This is like corporate design style, a nightmare.
My dad thought I was unfit to succeed him as king.
Beavers have a matriarchy. The father would hardly be king, more likely the mother.
I mean, but not everyone.
Oh no, they make some pretty cool stuff.
There was no tape recorder, but George pulled one out of a pocket universe. Deer throughout the movie are always of mixed species. One moment they're white-tailed deer, the next they're spotted fallow deer, and between frames, the spots appear and disappear. The moon isn't that big. Such snake species don't exist in the northern US. Daytime butterflies don't fly at night. It's so cold for them at night that their insect micromuscles literally can't contract, and their eyes aren't adapted to darkness.
The Great Animal Council has been summoned.
This is unbelievable. They all have crowns.
According to the cartoon's canon, all animals are conscious. They have a complex language and even a monarchical system. And considering how much Doc observed animals, it's hard for me to believe she never stumbled upon this whole circus. Doc could even talk to animals but still didn't find anything surprising.
I'm going in.
Most of these animals couldn't get into the lodge because beavers always make the entrance underwater.
Humans have overrun your glade, and now you seek our help in reclaiming it.
You help us.
No.
Humans are your subjects, Mammal King. Get your house in order.
Sure, he puts this in there. So you're not there to stop him from taking your...
At the center of the plot is deforestation and land appropriation by humans. All animal species suffer, but the plot doesn't explain the division of kingdoms: mammals, birds, sea creatures, and insects. Each ruler should be aware that their subjects lost their homes, as they themselves claim, in large numbers. And yet all responsibility falls on the mammal king's shoulders, even though we were clearly shown that fish, birds, and insects also lost their homes. Wait, stop? So simply turning off the robot without consequences returns the person to their body? The screenwriters are totally messing with us. I also don't really believe that an ordinary toad can tear a metal robot to pieces. Connor's situation is even funnier. From a simple collision, he exploded as if inside there weren't batteries, but 2 canisters of kerosene.
George?
Oh, gosh!
Anaconda in the northern US. That's like a snow leopard in the Sahara, whales in the Alps, parrots in Siberia, or capybaras in Kazakhstan.
Vitals are elevated, and she's foaming a little at the mouth.
And where's this foam?
Let me get this straight.
The insect queen is dead.
It would be more correct to call it Queen of Arthropods, because by saying insects, arachnids and crustaceans are excluded.
George!
My fate.
Wait, no!
I know you care about that glade. I do. I'm gonna proceed this. That's you. Pond rule.
Pond rule!
The guys sat in those bushes for about 30 minutes, not moving, not breathing, just to wait for the phrase about the pond rule, which George might not have said, and the guys would have ended up living in those bushes till the end of their days. Loaf didn't even have time to take out his smartphone or touch the screen, but the phone is already ready to scan his face.
A king should hear from a king. I offer you my fragrant, soothing oils to calm you.
Smells like vanilla.
It's not oil but fat, and it's squeezed out, attention, this is not a poop joke, literally from the butt. And only then does the beaver rub it over its fur. It doesn't soothe, it serves for waterproofing, so the beaver doesn't get soaked through and freeze.
Exit in 5 miles.
Yeah.
May I?
Ooh. Beaver.
I have some things I'd like to say.
Lizard. Giraffe. Orang.
Contradiction to canon. Animals don't understand human language and humans don't understand animals. For George, Loaf, and Tom, everything the smartphone says should sound like unintelligible noise. And Tom and Loaf haven't seen emoji pictures. Beavers weigh about 30 kilograms. They should fall onto the asphalt. But according to the animators, they're inflatable balloons dangling from the car window. Mother of God, one seagull can lift about 200 grams. To lift a white shark weighing 1 ton, you'd need 5,000 seagulls. And shark skin is covered with tiny sharp denticles like sandpaper but sharper. As wild as this sounds, the birds would literally get cut on it.
Hi! How are we today? You'll feel a brief biting sensation followed by death.
A shark on the surface would suffer from suffocation and die. Gills can't function properly in air. They're strictly for water.
Get the net!
I'm here?
Instead of trying to grab Mabel, Doc waves her arms to push her away. Well, she's a doctor of science, you can tell. Do you also buy tape measures without numbers?
Dr. Sam, what's going on?
Mabel spent several days without food, water, or sleep. Her brain was stressed due to consciousness jumps. But even without urgent IV drips, Mabel will be able to function normally until morning, run around, fight, and even carry heavy things after all this.
Attend me as I pupate.
Here we have a species of butterfly, the monarch butterfly. It's in the pupal stage for about 2 weeks, and a caterpillar wouldn't have time to form into a butterfly in a few hours. And they don't emerge with fully formed wings. At first they're crumpled like a plastic bag and need to gradually spread out.
They made us put the science to not just any human.
What?
So you measured the head only at the very end, when the robot was fully complete?
Greetings!
It is.
Creating such a robot would take months of development, even with ready-made prototypes of animal robots on hand, and a team of biologists, not even engineers, managed this in one evening. It's also hard to believe that a butterfly that was always a caterpillar learned to control a human body so quickly, even though Mabel had to learn to swim like a beaver.
True king would bear the lushness of his plumage for all.
Insects don't have plumage, but many have hairs. It would be more accurate to say luxury of their little hairs.
It can be used on humans too. And put all the humans right in the middle extremely squishes you.
The screenwriters want to kill people with loudspeakers. Well, they tried.
Mabel? Mabel! So,
Jerry! Plan B!
I didn't quite understand why leave Jerry in the beaver's body when as a human he's objectively capable of more. He could have come and said, "This is an imposter, I'm the real one."
Off of me! What are you doing? No! No! Time to die, human!
The robot started talking like a robot, so the skin played the role of voice stabilization. In the robot, it's just a speaker, not an imitation of real vocal cords with an articulatory apparatus. This is impossible. A crown fire is a fire spreading through treetops, very difficult to extinguish and spreads quickly. Putting it out by dousing from below with water is just unreal. Unreal Engine 5.
Now I can focus on all my other ideas. And
Honestly, as a fan of animation and Pixar Studio in particular, I didn't appreciate this scene at all. This is a very flat and meaningless attempt to latch on to the most popular theory that all Pixar movies exist in one universe. Many of us have heard about it. The arguments sound interesting at first, but just watch a couple of Pixar movies and you'll immediately realize there's no connection whatsoever. But if the studio makes the theory canon, it'll be the worst fan service in animation history. Why? For what purpose? There's no answer, nobody needs it, and it adds nothing. I can demonstrate the meaninglessness of this theory right now without leaving this board. The robots from WALL-E, the dogs from Up, and the batteries from Monsters, Inc. That's still fine. But this cat from Lightyear is just nonsense. Because according to this theory, Toy Story is also part of the same universe. But Lightyear is canonically a movie within the Toy Story universe that Andy watched as a child. So in the Hoppers universe, there's no Lightyear movie, and in the future there will be a cat with AI, or Toy Story isn't canon and all Pixar films are movies within the Toy Story world. This breaks the Pixar universe theory in half. Now you sit and wonder what was going through the Hoppers director's head.
Dean finally shut down hopping.
Could I help with those?
Work for me?
I'm looking for a job and...
We could use someone who's
Passionate?
Annoyingly persistent?
strong.
Dr. Sam is the most poorly thought out character. She communicated with animals for years but discovered nothing. Some psychopath destroyed those years of work. She needs to be certified, not sent to prison and hired to work for herself. God forbid she doesn't destroy something because of her damn pond.
I know you and the king were pretty close. I am sorry that you can't talk to him anymore.
They can. Your translator works in real time. Even nowadays, not all translators can do that. For Doc, making such an earpiece wouldn't be a problem. If there was only one ant in front of Grandpa, then who handed him the tablet? So the ant itself did. And it can't scream that loudly.
Woodlogs, Coconut, Hospital, Dancing Man.
Key problem with Hoppers. At first glance, everything in the cartoon seems in its place. Backstory, general plot, mood, everything seems okay. But in recent Disney and Pixar projects, there's one big flaw where competitors always outshine them. Sterility. Watching Goat and Hoppers back to back, this was very noticeable. In Goat, it's a regular plot, not iconic characters, a one-time watch. But it felt alive. You can see basketball fans and the creators themselves enjoying life. You feel like you're at a sunny picnic with them, discussing everyday life to good music. In Hoppers, you feel like you're in an office with faded blue lamps, everything's quiet, eating at a table with office workers who really tried hard to organize this team building. Yes, it's objectively good. The food is tasty but catered. The people are all professionals in their field, but they're not your friends. Outside this office, you wouldn't hang out with them. Everything is done by standards with no soul or boldness. The same effect is present in the recent Toy Story 5. All the people behave like robots, and the main characters go through a very sluggish and standardized path. It's hard for me to watch such films. Disney and Pixar have become too constrained and too factory-made. They're good, okay, but damn, I feel like Ian McKellen, who got depressed during filming because he was no longer acting with real actors but with green walls. When will this end?
Look, I'm sorry I killed your mom.